everybody. Oh, I'm looking at you instead of the camera. Go away. Welcome everybody to episode 39.
Yeah.
No, 38.
38.
38 of 9MOAT.
The number 9.
I'm just gonna whip it out.
Oh my gosh.
Now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude.
Go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes. It's got some girth.
Holy, this is all you, dude.
You know what it is?
All you know.
It's a rancor tooth.
Oh, is that from the Winter Place? Oh, the Rancor from Boba Fett?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a rancor.
I was thinking of the other one from when they're in winter and the snow.
When they're on Hoth?
Yes.
That's a bantha, no?
No.
Shit, I can't remember. No, bantha is that's right. What are they? Oh, I don't remember. I know what you're talking about, though.
So is there a switch or something?
Wait, you're not talking about the tauntauns, right?
I think so. Is the white ones?
Oh, the one that he's riding?
Yeah,
that's a tauntaun. Yeah, go ahead.
Up. I see your Schwartz is big as mine.
Don't say that while you're about to tink me on the head.
Oh my gosh.
That's
heavy,
that's the
dude.
thing. The sound card or whatever, it's not the greatest. And then it's a dueling lightsaber, so you can bang, but it's delayed. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It's not the best. This is another cool thing. Look, whenever it doesn't have the blade, it malfunctions.
That's cool,
It's really cool, dude. And I've been saying this to anybody that I've showed it to. You can get a $200 lightsaber on. There's a couple of other companies that make them.
Yeah.
Very, very high end, very cool looking, really, really nice. And the soundboard is fucking phenomenal, dude. Any little movement, it makes the noise. You barely tap it, it makes the noise. I would still, if I have another $200 to burn and I can make the trip, like let's say when I take Ellie to Disney.
Yeah.
I would much rather spend the $200 on making another one than buying one like that. Just because did you watch the video I sent you?
Yes.
Just for that experience.
Okay, because
for those that don't know, it's Savvy's workshop at Galaxy's Edge in Disney World, and Disneyland has it as well. For those that don't know, you walk in, it's designed. Everything is designed like Star Wars. The guy is dressed up in robes. He's putting on a full-on show. The moment you walk in, he is in character.
He doesn't have a pipe.
No, he
not
doesn't
that
have
type
a pipe.
of rope.
No, it's not Gandalf.
Oh,
even though this is inspired by Lord of the Rings for me. That's why I got this one.
I was thinking of Playboy pipe.
Oh, no. Not those robes. Different kind of robes. But you get a full-on show. He's in character the whole fucking time. At some point, like you saw in the video, Yoda is talking to you through the Force. Like, it's a whole fucking experience, dude. It's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing.
That's freaking awesome.
So for that reason, I would gladly go back and do this again rather than getting those that are already built from. This is another reason that I know of. The ones that you get from those other companies don't do this. I don't know for sure. But when you first start putting this together, hopefully I can do this quickly so we can get onto the show. The very first thing they do is you pick your kyber crystal.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Like that's how, yeah, right? Maybe I'll turn into a Jedi.
Right?
Like, and this, dude, I mean, they go through the whole thing to where you pick it out. AJ, of course, got the purple one. Had to do his Mace Windu thing. As soon as you put it in, it knows to make that sound. It's already lighting up. This is where the color comes from.
Wow.
So he got the purple one, so his blade is purple. It doesn't matter. This doesn't dictate the color.
Yeah.
It's this thing right here. So, I mean, you're getting your standard held. You put your kyber crystal and you get the sound. You're starting to put all together. Dude, you're building your lightsaber.
That's
so
awesome.
It's fucking amazing. Fucking... The experience alone is worth the $200.
Like a kid in a candy store, right?
Oh, dude, for sure. And the thing is, they have like she got all jealous because when she found out what we were doing, she wanted to do it. And like, dude, it's by appointment. We had to literally set it up like 2 weeks before we got there.
Oh shit, really? Oh.
So she built the plastic one.
Yeah.
And she was like, just walking around like all mopey and shit. She found out that there's another store where they sell the ones from the movies, like this quality, but from the movies. So we went in there and she bought herself the one for Rey.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So, dude, but overall, it's if you get the chance, go do it. It is
So
the
I
best
noticed.
thing ever.
I noticed in the video that they showed like a little case with all the crystals in there, right?
Yes.
So I didn't see a black one.
The apparent from what little I've researched, that's apparently only certain times of the year where it's like a special thing where they'll just all of a sudden announce like we have the black crystal.
Okay.
You can buy them. You can buy the crystals yourself. Like I can buy right now if I want a different color blade. I can just order new crystals.
So you can buy the black crystal and it'll change the colors. But does that change the color of the wand?
Yeah, because whatever the crystal is that you're putting in here, that's what it comes. That's what's showing, not the blade.
Okay.
I could literally put any blade, and it's
okay. Because I've always been with the black, crystal.
You always prefer the black ones.
Yeah,
I got you. Hey,
from the waist down,
right? See, the other thing that bugged the shit out of me, dude, I'm so fucking neurotic. I noticed that this thing probably goes here, and the other people that I've seen build it on the video and stuff, they have this part down here, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense because you're holding it from here. So that I got neurotic with it. It was ridiculous. Anywho,
no, that's
we'll probably
that is so cool,
dude.
No, because guess what? That's a perfect segue into Obi-Wan.
Into Obi-Wan. There you go. And then we did this for a reason.
Well, hello there.
Well, hello there, right? And let me start off by saying I fucking hate it. Yeah, I'm gonna start with my shit.
I already knew.
I'll say this, and I always start with my shit. I apologize, but I always start with my shit.
Don't apologize. That's you.
That's just who I am. Good and bad. The bad. Obi-Wan has made me realize I hate Star Wars. I hate Star Wars. The overall story, the whole Skywalker saga, it's what got me hooked. 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Like anybody our age that likes Star Wars. Anything that's come out since then has slowly been getting worse and ruining the entire Star Wars universe for me. The more we get into it, dude, Obi-Wan is not good. Production-wise, directing, writing, graphics, just I could nitpick every single thing about this fucking show.
Not to cut you off, but I liked it better than Boba Fett because I thought Boba Fett was really bad.
It is better than Boba Fett. That being said, Obi-Wan is not good. Boba, not good. Mandalorian is okay, but it's not good. All the 7, 8, and 9, they're not good. The writing is fucking horrible. Rogue One was decent.
Yeah.
I really like Solo. Episodes 1, 2, and 3. Closer to Lucas's Star Wars, but still a little, not so much. I've come to the conclusion I'm in a toxic relationship with Star Wars. I'm the Johnny Depp in this relationship, and Star Wars is the Amber Heard. Okay. I'm there for the relationship, and I will from here on out watch everything Star Wars. But I realize that it's going in the wrong direction unless they do something to the level of Marvel. Yeah. They're not putting the right money or the right people behind it. It's just not very well done, dude. First episode, where they're chasing Leia. Yeah. You're telling me that they can't catch for 2-3 minutes. They can't catch up to a fucking 7-year-old. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. And the way that he's like, I don't know why they're making it so janky. Dude, spoilers, but. And we're probably jumping ahead here, like that's episode 3. Vader flat out murdering a kid. Yeah. Like, yeah, I understand Anakin did the thing but that was supposed to be the most shocking thing ever. And but he did that. He flat out murders this kid for no fucking reason whatsoever. And then I'm supposed to believe that in episode 6, it's okay for him to now be, sorry, I'm back to the Force now. And he's a Force ghost and he's good. Fuck that. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, but he's a piece of shit in my eyes. And I have a thing, you don't hurt kids. So, yeah. And for him to do all of that and then people still love him. And at the end of 6, he can come back and stand there with Yoda and Ben. No, fuck no.
Well, he did kill, all the kids, in, what was that one?
Episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's just the writing where they've taken all of this stuff I'm not into it. But it's Star Wars. I'm gonna watch. Dude, I have a fucking lightsaber.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm in a toxic. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm in a toxic relationship with Star Wars. I'm still gonna finish it. I'm still gonna watch Andor. But
everything else that's coming along, you're gonna watch also. Right?
I'm gonna watch.
So
I'll watch the shit out of it.
And I'm the same way. Mind you, I have a partner in crime watching it with me, so he's getting all hyped up.
Right.
You know, tomorrow's the 6th episode. You know, we finished on episode 5. Not skipping 1, 2, 3, and 4. But have you seen on TikTok? I don't know if I sent it to you. I probably did, but it's like within the 300 that I send you, per day.
Right.
On TikTok, where the episodes are going in the series of the movies. So episode 1 was with Anakin, and Anakin comes out. Episode 2 is so and so that happens.
Ooh,
Episode
shit, I
3.
didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah. So now each episode coincides with, I guess, doesn't directly coincide with the episodes, but it's kind of like what happens in episode 1. Oh, they find Anakin. Well, guess what? Anakin is in episode 1 of Obi-Wan. Then episode 2 is with, so-and-so, and that coincides with the second Star Wars, which coincides with Obi-Wan.
Okay.
So that's kind of like something that somebody on TikTok kind of like put together and figured out. Yes, that shit bugged the shit out of me about Leia and those guys chasing after her. You know what I mean? She's very snarky for a little kid. You know what I mean? Very young
Anakin-esque.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And then kind of like the callbacks are really good. What I'm trying to figure out is on episode 4.
Okay.
When they came in and rescued him, right?
Uh-huh.
I think it was episode 3 when they came in. They're using the same planes as when they're in the snow wintry planet, whatever.
Right.
So those are the same planes that they use there. Some shit like that.
I think they're similar, but I don't think they're quite the same.
Yeah.
ones.
So there's things that they're taking out, and they're seeing that it's like Easter eggs, right? They're using Easter eggs, and then something about the duel on episode 5 with episode 5 when they were together or whatever. I don't know. So it just I can't explain it now because of course it's a TikTok. Me, episode 5 was kind of my favorite right now.
Oh yeah.
Only because of the
bro,
when he grabs the ship.
What I really liked is that I don't know if you sent me that TikTok, but there's another video that somebody put together of where they're showing
Ray
did it, and Kylo did it
at the same time. They were together.
No, who's the other one that does it though? It's Kylo and Ray, Kylo and Ray that do that, but there's somebody else that does it in another movie. I can't remember who the fuck it was. Somebody's yelling at me right now. It's like, it was this person.
Oh yeah, it was on Attack of the Clones. Yes.
Who's doing it?
Or maybe it was one of the comic books. It's a character. He does in that TikTok. He does reference who it was because it said he did it, and then Kylo and Ray
videos.
did it.
It's not Starkiller, right?
Yes.
No, I think that's a different video. I think
it was a video game. It was in the video game.
Yeah, so Starkiller.
Yeah, so he holds the ship.
Okay, and but they're showing different people doing it, but they're showing they're really struggling and shit.
Yeah.
And Vader just comes up and is just he's breathing hard, but that's his fucking mechanism.
Yeah.
Dude, showing the level of power that Vader has, that was fucking cool.
And then he just rips the plane apart. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
now again, going back to the shitty writing, he just finished doing that, and then all of a sudden the other one, psych, it was a different ship, and it takes off, and he just stands there and stares at it. Dude, why can't you hold that one?
Right.
You don't run out of force. It's not I don't know.
Yeah.
It's bad fucking writing, which is really disappointing because, dude, to have Hayden Christensen back, to have Ewan McGregor back, dude, it's still gonna probably be my favorite of the shows, just because it has. Well, the other one has Boba Fett, which is a legacy character, I guess, but Obi-Wan's probably my favorite character, so it's gonna be probably my favorite show. But it's so fucking bad, dude. I hate to say it, but it really is. Like anybody that shits on Star Wars, I can kind of see their point.
Well, the fanatics are gonna love it, and that's the thing they do. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. Another thing is, I can't help but wonder if Marvel is partially to blame for why I feel this way. I think if Marvel hadn't come out with the MCU.
Yeah. And
I
set
think
the
I
bar
would've-
so high.
and set the bar so fucking high because, like you said, that's what made me think of it. The Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Star Wars is doing it, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool. This person is back. Episode 7, when they showed the Millennium Falcon, that one hit hard.
Yeah.
But ever since then, it's just been like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's this character. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's this thing. Cool, whatever. Jurassic Park, which we'll get into in a bit, when they showed the shaving cream.
Yes.
I should have been like, fuck it. I didn't. It
Whatever.
didn't have that effect.
But if you would have
Marvel-
saw the shaving cream at Walmart because they were giving away, did you see that? They had them at Walmart. They had the Barbasol or whatever. They had them at Walmart, the Jurassic Park, and you had to look for them because they had them like
That's
bottom
good marketing.
shelf.
Well done. But yes, but Marvel, dude, the shit that I catch, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Then they see the videos on TikTok or somewhere else. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't catch that one. That's fucking like they put so much thought into it. And I think it's because Star Wars, Jurassic Park, all these other properties are like, check this out.
Yeah.
Where Marvel is just like, it's here in the background, and you have to be like, oh shit, that's the thing from whatever. They're not like, here, let me drink from it and make it obvious.
Right.
I think that's what the Star Wars is doing, and it's not working.
Yeah.
It's not. I think Marvel has set the bar. Same thing with the DC universe. I think fucking Justice League would have killed it, but now we have Marvel, and we're just like, it was alright.
Yeah.
It's alright.
So, I mean, all in all, I really like this series. I don't hate it as much as I hated Boba Fett. I mean, there's so many that are going to come out. Andor, Ahsoka.
Bad Batch is getting renewed for another season.
That's animated, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a couple. There's a big handful of shit that's going to come out.
The big old handful, a big old wad right in your fucking.
But it makes you kind of think, okay, so are they like pushing this? You know, is this too much at one time? Is that the reason that it's like their quality isn't as high as it should be?
Maybe, because if you think about the first phase of Marvel, you were getting maybe one movie a year. Now you're getting 2-3 movies a year,
Plus
2-3 shows a
series,
year. But they built up to that.
Yeah.
Whereas Star Wars, they just right out the fucking gate. Last year we got this, and this. This year we're getting this, and that. Next year we're getting this. And it's like, it's a bit, you're not building anything. But you're not building some bigger story. Like all of these things, they're not building towards a bigger story, which Marvel did with the Infinity Saga.
And they're still doing it. And they're still doing it.
They're building towards something, even though people don't believe it, and the fans are all, woo.
Which is my tiny segue to Miss Marvel, which you haven't started yet.
I haven't started yet.
So the ratings are really bad.
They are.
But it is good. I think it's not on the same level as Moon Knight, only because Moon Knight was a brand new character that's being introduced into the MCU, and this is more like Kitty, which is kind of like on the same sense as Spider-Man, but of course Spider-Man is like up here. Miss Marvel, not too many people are aware of Miss Marvel and what's going on, but I see where they're going to head with Miss Marvel, and then the Marvels, and then whatever is going to come out in between.
Right.
So if you have kids, watch it with your kids. It'll give you more of an insight, and they'll like it more because, of course, I'm watching it with my partner in crime.
Gotcha.
Maximilian, the Max DeLorean, or what else do I call him? Something else. I don't know. Oh, Maxter Chief.
Maxter Chief. That was a good one. I like that one.
So Miss Marvel, I think it's really good. To start off with, the numbers. Did you see the numbers on that? Is really low. Yeah,
I have read that it's got the lowest viewership of any Marvel show so far. So that's disappointing. But I think for the fans, it should be a matter of, is it good? Don't pay attention to who's watching. Is it good? Because they might be sleeping on it, and because everybody has this thing against Captain Marvel to begin with.
Yeah.
So I think they're associating it with her, rightfully so. But it's just, dude, give it a shot on its own before you make that judgment, because it could be great. Because I didn't like Hawkeye. It was not what I expected. We got Yelena, which is fucking awesome, but
and what's the other girl's name?
I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Anyways, shit, I don't remember her name.
I forgot.
At all. But anywho. Jurassic Park. That's another one. Like I said, they're doing the whole callbacks thing. They're relying. It's funny to me how, if you see how Jurassic Park 2 and 3 did, you could almost put Jurassic World on top, and it's almost exactly the same, where Jurassic World was pretty good.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the second one, but that one was like, eh. And
Jurassic World Park.
Yeah, and the third one just sucked ass. It's almost the exact same trilogy all over again because I went back and watched Jurassic World. It's fun to watch. It's like watching the new version of Jurassic Park, but the second one I don't think I'll watch, and this third one, I was so bummed out just sitting there watching it. I was like, fuck.
So
I could have watched Maverick instead.
Don't even talk about Maverick because I'm not there yet. Yeah, neither are you, right? Mm-mm. Hopefully by next episode. But so we sat there in the theaters. My wife was like having anxiety because of everything that's going on. Jump scares mostly because of that. Right. You know what I mean? Which were good.
Yeah.
But there was some parts that were like, what? And I'm going to pull up the characters because this one character, and remember I told you, that's just like, fucking, why are you trying so hard?
Jar Jar Binks?
See, wait.
Yeah, it while you're looking that up, it just didn't hit. It felt to me the way that seeing Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd in Afterlife, it felt like that with the legacy characters. Just like, yeah, they're there, but they're not pulling off what I liked about them. The writing wasn't good. The fucking graphics were pretty bad. I mean, they're not bad. They're great. But compared to the first one, Jurassic World, they're not that good. I mean, shit, even the original Jurassic Park, I think, did really well in comparison. It just doesn't seem to... Anyway.
So two things that really stood out to me that were kind of stupid were when Chris Pratt grabbed the thing from the neck before it could split out its ink or whatever. Okay, that was stupid. And then Kawanda Wise, she plays Kayla Watts, the pilot.
Oh, yeah.
I referenced back to, what's his name? Michael B. Jordan playing the Black Ops dude. Very try hard. I just didn't like the acting. It seemed like, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think maybe it's because she's not playing off of Chris Pratt well enough?
I think that might be it because for me, it was very like, it just didn't work. You know what I mean? Chris Pratt has a character. You already know how he is. You know how he acts.
Right.
And then she tried to like, not that she's not a bad actress. It didn't work well. Yeah. You know what I mean? She just tried to be this badass, but she really wasn't. I couldn't see that. I couldn't see her faking it enough to be the badass. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like...
me, she was just kind of there in the background. Like I didn't pay her much mind one way or the other. Not enough to bug me, but not enough to impress me either. Like, she's just there. I think they were trying to make her like, not the comic relief, but kind of make her that side character that everybody's just like... I think, going back to Star Wars, I think Han Solo kind of fucked that up for a lot of movies because he's not supposed to be a main character. And he ended up being... And he ends up being a big time main character, and I think people are trying to emulate that with characters like that. She's a pilot, makes sense, but they didn't pull it off very well. Like I said, not enough for me to hate it, but it wasn't that great.
And that's and then I'm gonna shoot straight to the end again. T-Rex being the fucking hero. Like seriously, I mean, he's a dinosaur.
He's king of the dinosaurs for a reason.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this other Gigantosaurus. I don't know what the fuck his name was, but he was supposed to be. He was bigger than all of them.
But then, he hadn't been a dinosaur long enough to know what the fuck is up.
Yeah, but still. And then, come on, dude. Yeah, the fucking push and then be like, okay, now you're dead. Come on, dude. Freddy Cougar dinosaur, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, just...
That was the end was like, okay, I'm getting hyped up because it's the end. They're about to fight, tear each other's heads off. And then all of a sudden it's just like, meh. Yeah. Edward Scissor T-Rex or whatever his fucking name
Edward Scissorsaurus Rex.
That's a good one, dude.
That scene, it made me think of something. And then I watched, like I said, the original Jurassic World. Yeah. And it made me think of something... the King Kong from 2003, the one that's like 3 hours and nobody fucking expected it or whatever.
When he's in a cage and he has a female, that one.
I think so. Dude, Kong fighting.
I'm thinking in the 90s. It's the wrong one.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. No, not that one. Kong fighting the T-Rexes.
Yeah.
is gonna be forever my bar for monster fights.
Yeah.
Forever. Like I saw Kong versus Godzilla, and it was decent with
Right.
whoever they were fighting, Mothra, whoever the fuck they're fighting.
Mothra,
Seeing the
Mothra.
Jaegers, yeah. Seeing the Jaegers in. I just rewatched Pacific Rim not that long ago. Cool, but that's always gonna be my bar.
Yeah.
And when I saw this one, I'm like, it doesn't even come close to that fucking fight scene.
Yeah.
So nah, and that movie is almost 20 years old at this point. So if they can't match that shit at this point, they're not doing.
Is that the one before Skull Island?
Yeah, before the one with Jack Black.
Oh, okay.
And Naomi Watts, or I don't know who the fuck it is, but yeah, that one where he's fighting the T-Rexes. I mean, because that's a long ass fucking scene, and he's fighting like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
dude, that I mean, he's moving like a gorilla does.
Yeah.
It's not just movie shit. Like I liked it way better than any giant monster scene I've seen since.
So, I mean, I send you the meter of the.
It was spot on.
And it was. I'm just gonna go back to it really quick because I was just like, okay, this is perfect. I was like, because I felt the exact same way, and it's the tomato meter. Jurassic 1, 92%.
Yep.
253, 348, 471, which makes sense because
I think I'd give it a little higher, but I could see.
Yeah, I would say that too because it was new. It was brand new coming out. You know what I mean? And then 5 was 47, and then the new one 6 was 30%. And that, taking what I saw and how I felt and the graphics and what happened at the end, yes, I see where it's at 30, and it makes sense to me. So
yeah. Overall rating,
dude, I give it a 6. I'll maybe watch it again if it comes out, but
for that reason, I'll give it a 5.5 because I don't regret seeing it necessarily. I regret seeing it instead of Maverick at the theaters, but I don't regret seeing it because it's Jurassic. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
But I won't watch it again. But it hit just enough good things, so I'll give it a 5.5.
The nostalgia,
probably.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, that they brought the whole can back. That they even, for some reason, he even called him Dodson. Like, did you notice that earlier on? He, I think it was Malcolm. He calls the guy Dodson, or he refers to.
And they're doing the callback from
Dodson. And I'm like, why the fuck are they referring to that? And then when he picks up the can, I'm like, oh, okay. He's part of the reason that whole fucking thing happened.
With Newman, what's his name?
Yeah.
Right? Where they were sitting at the table.
Because I think Dodson is the guy that hired him to do that.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it, the callback. But like I said, they're just like, check it out, instead of being just subtle about it.
Exactly.
So it's just, it doesn't work well.
So
I had more of a reaction. I think it's Jurassic World where they go into that shed and they pull the tarp off and it's the old Jeep.
Yes, okay.
That one was get the fuck. I was like, that one got me excited, but they didn't pull that off in this one at all.
So 5.5, 6.
Yeah, just not so much.
Right, well,
but if we have time, let's try to squeeze this one in.
Okay.
Stranger Things. So, and then we still need to finish off the last half. Okay, we'll try to make this super quick because we have other shit to do. And sorry for the rush.
But Stranger Things. Holy dude. Okay.
I'll go for it.
No, this is like Ozark, Stranger Things. Like
that close?
Yes, like super close.
Well, okay. Before season 4 or even
before?
before?
Even before. Because I love Stranger Things.
Okay.
Again, nostalgia. I mean,
it does definitely do that.
It hits us very in the nostalgia.
Yeah, it hits you right in the nostalgia, like right in there. I've told people this before. I'm like, if you liked, I was having this conversation at the shop, as a matter of fact, that Friday that I got back with JJ and Caesar. Because I think one of the two, I think Caesar hasn't watched it yet. If you like Goonies, if you like E.T., if you got that nostalgic feeling from Super 8, did you see Super 8?
Yes.
You're going to love Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It is hitting all the right... and it's based in the 80s, so even more so. They're making the references to Neverending Story, to all Labyrinth, to all these great fucking things that we loved. So for that reason, yes. My only thing is, season 1 was... fucking amazing. Season 2 was like, okay.
Yeah.
Season 3, I was just like, come on, guys. Season 4, I started feeling that way because they were like dragging things out a little too much. Yeah. But then the last 2 episodes happened.
Yeah.
I am so fucking rehooked. Like it just went back to season 1 level
to where
excitement.
It's like,
I'm like, I can't wait for it. And then for some reason, I could have sworn I read that season 4 was the end.
That's it. Yeah.
No. season 4, part 2 of season 4
is
going to happen.
Yeah.
And then they're renewed for a season 5. Season 5 is the last one.
Oh, well, I need to get.
That's what I just read.
I need to get reassurance on that and get a sense of it, because if that's the case, I've heard zero about season 5.
That's what, and I because Lou, she was like, "Oh, so when are they doing season 5?" I'm like, "There is no season 5 yet. That's it. It's done." And then I don't know why I started looking into Stranger Things stuff. And then I saw that it said, yeah, just wait until that the creators just like, oh, we'll just wait until season 5, blah, blah. Because I read an article that the creators said, be careful with your favorite characters because tragic things are going to happen. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. They're going to kill some. Well, but in there it said, it's just preparing you, something to that effect for season 5. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So I have to look more into it, but from what I've seen so far, apparently there is going to be a season 5.
So unfortunately, they kind of like, I saw this TikTok. Of course, I'm going to reference TikTok all the time.
Of course.
The first season.
Uh-huh.
So in these last 3 seasons, let's say, they've killed off a character, right? But so it's basically a standalone character. First season was the friend in the pool where she died.
Bob. Okay. Her name is Bob.
Oh. I don't know. Her name's Bob?
Yeah.
Oh, and then,
I think it's Roberta or some shit like that. But they call her
and
Bob.
then season 2 was
boyfriend.
What's his name from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, Mr. Sean Astin, who doesn't get enough geek credit.
I know, right? And then season 3. Season 3 was
that's what I was gonna say.
Vladdy or what it was again?
Oh,
the
okay,
Russian.
Because I thought you were gonna say Hopper, and I'm like, he didn't die.
No, it was
okay, gotcha.
It was the Russian guy.
Gotcha.
So every season, the new person that's exactly. So we're like, who came out new?
Oh, then it's gonna be fucking Eddie.
Eddie.
Ah, that sucks. I like Eddie.
Dude, don't you get that comparison to freaking young Robert Downey Jr. from that guy? And the way he acts.
I'd have to pay attention.
Dude, the way he acts, his mannerisms, his face. I can see a young Robert Downey Jr.
Okay. So expect for him to fall into drugs and go to prison and shit and then come back.
That.
So he's gonna be the new Iron Man?
Yeah, I know, right? Ironheart. Mm-hmm. Anyways, this season, even Kate Bush, her song, that's been played everywhere.
I never heard it before this.
Neither have I. I probably did, because we're young, whatever. I don't remember it. But because it didn't chart, it wasn't a big hit. And they had to actually ask her for permission to use the song.
Right. And
they went to her and she's like, of course, I watch Stranger Things. Why wouldn't I? And guess what? She has all these I guess I don't know what you call it. She's the first female artist to chart #1 in the longest period of time, which is 37 years. Never been done before. And then there's like a handful of other stuff that that
that's badass.
She's gotten because of this damn movie, a series.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
That's pretty cool, right? Imagine us, recording here, and then 37 years later, like Vote 9's #1.
Right? Fuck yeah. Please.
Right? Please. But
that's cool.
You know what I mean? So things like that, and again, that brings out the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Of all that. It just hits everything where it needs to be. And for me, it's kind of like, all right, this is great. Watch it with the kids. You know what I mean? Everybody's really into it.
Yeah.
So it's not just me sitting there on the couch watching it alone like I do most of my stuff.
Right.
That's not Marvel or superhero is, type of things.
Yeah.
So for me, again, that's my #2 from Ozark, Stranger Things.
I still put Breaking Bad at #2, but honestly, after that, I can't really think of what exactly is at #3. Honestly, and a lot of people might be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Right now, off the top of my head, I'd have to really think about this, but I think Frasier's actually at #3. I really love Frasier, dude.
See, and I never got into Frasier, but I did get into Curb Enthusiasm. So that one's really, and Seinfeld and shit.
I think that happens a lot, that people don't take comedies into consideration, but dude, Frasier I think was really, really good
for its time.
Really fucking
right.
Even now, dude.
You think
because
so?
it has the two brothers are supposed to be like very intellectual, very refined, very cultured, but they're fucking idiots, and that they play off of that. They make it up, but they're not just snooty. Like they're snooty, and then all of a sudden somebody says something, and they're like, well, that's not the point. Yeah. Like they're corrected and shit. So I really like that kind of humor. But
I did see it a handful of times. I'm not gonna say I watched the whole season because I never did.
Dude, I've watched the whole series like 3 times.
Me,
already.
I think I watched Raymond more than I watched that.
Everybody Loves Raymond, I think, is another good one.
I like The Office. You didn't watch The Office, right?
No, I've tried, but I couldn't get. I finished How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
That one would have been up there, but they fucked up the ending so bad, so fun. They pulled a fucking El Camino and Dexter with that one because they gave you an ending. Did you finish all of it?
For what?
How I Met Your Mother.
No, I never.
They gave you an ending, and then it's almost like they were like, nah, but let's do something else. They gave you like a second ending. It's like, dude, no.
And now there's How I Met Your Father, right?
And then they spin off into How I Met Your Father. But yeah, it's just pretty bad. But
so Stranger Things.
Stranger Things right now, I'd probably say probably number 3, just because I haven't really sat and analyzed it. But Ozark is definitely number 1. Breaking Bad is at number 2. This is, I think, depending on if they don't fuck up the ending, I think it'll definitely be at number 3 for sure. So next week is going to be a pretty big week. I think we can just finally say it. We should. I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. We should be in the studio, an actual studio. Nevermore Records. Go check them out, especially if you're in El Paso. If you want to record your own podcast, it can help you out. Yeah. We'll be in the studio. Again, Nathan should be back with us so that we could talk about the boys. We were going to talk about it this week, but we decided to save it for next week.
Maverick.
Hopefully we can get Maverick done, and we got a little something for you guys. If we manage to pull that off, that's going to be awesome. I said little.
Oh.
And I think there was something else, right? There's something else. That
everywhere all at once.
We'll try to, because he said that's really good. So I'd like to watch it before then.
I started it, but I haven't finished it yet. So
we should be able to get that in. So, and then by that time,
Dumbledore
Obi-Wan will be done. Nah, dude, that's too much. That's too much. So anywho, we have another thing to finish up real quick, which I don't know if we can pull off, but anyway,
real quick.
So as always, be good to each other, and more importantly, be good to yourselves.
Peace.